Welcome to LSC. It's Sports Time. I'm your host, Bob Hintz. Today I have with me Jovon Quillen, a former athlete at Kecoughtan High School. Welcome.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Had your dad in here. Was glad to get you in here. Now, you grew up in Hampton.
Yes.
And what area did you grow up in?
Off of Shell Road.
Shell Road. Now, when growing up as a kid, just like any other kid, you want to play all the sports. Now, being at Shell Road, did you think about going to Hampton High School? Because everybody back then from Shell Road went to Hampton, didn't they?
Yeah, at first, I wanted to go to Hampton. And then as I got to 8th grade, knowing that I was going to Kecoughtan, so.
Well, they changed the boundaries,
yeah,
and then all you guys end up going to Kecoughtan. Now, any sports that you played then, were there just sandlot, or did you play some organized?
Well, I didn't start playing organized football until 1988. I played quarterback at Armstrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who were some of your coaches there? Do you remember?
We had Coach Jackson, Brian Porter, Coach Keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the teammates you had there, did they all go with you to Kecoughtan, or did they go to some of the other schools too?
Most of them went to Hampton High, went to Phoebus, but Marseille Brown played rec league with me, so he went to Kecoughtan.
Right. Okay. Very good. Now, when you when you finally went to Kecoughtan, you were on JVs in football. First year you were there.
Yeah, in 8th grade.
8th grade. And who was your coach?
Coach Merrill.
Al Merrill.
Yeah.
Al been around a long time. But in what position did you play on the JVs?
JV, I was running back, corner, punt return.
Okay. But see, now you played quarterback growing up in the rec league.
Yes.
But they didn't put your quarterback right then. Who was the quarterback on your JV team? You remember?
Rashad Wright.
Oh, yeah. Rashad Wright, yeah.
Yeah.
Ended up being Kecoughtan principal for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, now you over there at your Kecoughtan as an 8th grader, and as a 9th grader, you go to the varsity.
Yes.
See, that's unusual. A lot of times, 9th graders, they still they're growing. Yeah. But you evidently were growing pretty good. You had pretty good skills and everything. Dad being a coach, did that help you some?
Well, he tried not to put too much pressure on me, but
right.
After games and stuff, he gave me advice, what I should do, what I shouldn't do, work on this, work on that.
Right. So he was able to help you, but he let you get out and make your own mistakes.
Yes.
And that's the best way to learn. So that's great. So now, on the varsity, as a 9th grader, what did you play?
Running back, corner, punt return, same positions.
Okay, now you made a little statement to me a minute ago that as a freshman, they kicked the ball off to you, and we're televising the game.
Yeah, it was my first time playing varsity, playing Hampton. Kicked the ball off to me. I run it back to the 20-yard line.
And I called you what?
Jovon Quillen.
Instead of Jovon, I called you Jovon.
Yeah.
So you're just 9th grade. We have to get our stuff straight too. So now that was a pretty good year. You guys did what, like 8-3 or something like that?
I think 7-3.
7-3.
7-3. We missed the playoffs that year.
Right, and your varsity coach was
Coach Newsom.
Coach Kurt Newsom. Who was your individual coach, position coach?
Well, it switched every year. I think my 9th, 10th grade year was Coach Jenkins.
Okay.
My 11th grade year was Smoke Wilson. And then my dad came in and coached me.
Okay, now your dad, did he come in there when you were a senior?
Yes.
Was that the first year? Because I remember him going there, but I couldn't remember if he got there in your junior year or your senior. I couldn't remember, and I forgot to ask him when he was in here. So anyway, but now playing for Kurt, you guys every year got better and went further in the playoffs.
Yes.
Now, let me try to remember this, but as a sophomore, you guys got beat by, remember?
What's that against who?
Yeah. Then, as a junior, you guys get all the way to the semifinals.
Yes.
Senior year, you go up there and you win the semifinal game and play over at Norfolk State, with Hampton playing the first game, Division 5, and you guys, Division 6, playing the second game.
Yeah.
And you're playing, who was it, Robinson? Robinson. Get beat. But, and I talked to Kurt when he was in here, and he says, shouldn't have been passing the ball. We've been running all year. But then you told me how you did on the semifinal game. Tell me that story again.
I was playing Verona, you know, we was running the ball pretty good, but I seen they was playing man-to-man with no safety. So we were supposed to be running the bootleg, so I changed the play in the huddle and told one of the wide receivers just run a post. So I run a half a bootleg, and I see him cutting down the field by himself, so I throw the ball to him, like 68-yard touchdown. We do it again, 56-yard touchdown, so they couldn't stop it.
Okay, but then you get to Robinson, they don't play you the same way, they double team you.
We get to Robinson thinking that we can do the same thing, and Robinson ended up double teaming one of our receivers.
Okay.
So it kind of messed up a lot of things.
But you guys, that was a great year. I mean, most teams, you know, get through the district play, and that's as far as they go, maybe get to the regionals of 1 or 2 games. But to get all the way to the finals, that had to be quite an experience for you.
Yeah, it was a fun ride.
Yeah. Talk about some of the teammates you had on that team.
We had Brian Hart, outside linebacker, and he played with me since 8th grade all the way to 12th grade.
Okay.
You had Marlon Hicks, who played with me from 8th grade to 12th grade.
And Marlon, I've had him in here. He was coaching for a while at Kickertown High School.
And you had Jose, was a year older than me. Jose Negron played linebacker.
Right.
You had Lawrence Dickinson, was a year older than me, played safety. Sean McGinnis played with us from 8th grade all the way to 12th grade. And you had Marshall Haggard, who played with us from 8th to 12th. So we had a lot of players who played from 8th to 12th grade. That's why we was always together as a team. We
Right.
knew what we wanted to do. We went to Virginia Tech camps together.
Okay. So you guys, you know, I mean, you're together from the 8th grade on for the most part. Now, weren't you one of the few that passed for over 1,000 yards and ran for over 1,000 yards during your, was that your senior year?
Where after everything was over 1,000. And I think I had 16 interceptions in 4 years.
Wow. So, I mean, and you started off being running back for the most part and return man and defensive back, but then just evolved into a quarterback, which you played in rec league. So.
Yeah, and I was always the backup quarterback. My senior year, we had Doug Burt, who went to Duke.
Right.
Then we had Jermaine Merrill.
Right.
So when Merrill left, I filled in. I mean, it was new to me being a starter, but I was always the backup.
Right. So, I mean, you knew the plays. It was not something that was brand new to you. You had to learn everything in your senior year. You had learned these things. You just hadn't been a starter.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you lost to Chantilly in the semifinals in your 11th grade year. And that was, and talk a little bit about that, because that was your first time getting to the Final Four, basically.
Yeah, I think it took a lot of us. We played Belter for the regional championship, which
Right.
they had a tough team. And, you know, they played us hard. We played hard, but we ended up winning. So we get down to Chantilly. You know, they was a tough team, real good. I think we just ran out of gas at the end.
Right. All right, now, let's talk a little bit about basketball, because we're going to back up, because you were 2-sport star there, and I'm going to use that because you were a star at Kickertown. You played basketball 9 through 12th.
Yes.
And your coach was?
Coach Hall. Coach Hall.
Did a great job with it. And you guys, some of your teammates that you had on your basketball throughout the 4 years you were there.
I still have Marshall Haggard, Marlon Hicks, Brian Hart. I played a couple of years with Marseille Brown. I never got a chance to play with Brett. I was playing JV.
Right.
And we had Ben Douglas, Stafford Brown, Willie Sherman. We had good players. We just couldn't put it together.
Were you the point guard?
Shooting guard.
The shooting guard.
Yeah.
Okay. And how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot now.
6 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you look taller. I don't know why. Right. Then you graduate.
Yes.
And you go to junior college down in Mississippi, but that was a roundabout way because you took a lot of trips. In fact, you took a trip out to my home, out to Iowa City, Iowa, to the University of Iowa.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, because back then you could take 5 trips.
Yeah. So we're going to junior college after my second year there, playing the All-Star game. Now I'm starting to get a lot more offers than I got when I was in high school. I got a lot there, but I got a lot of different ones because now I'm down there with
and SEC. They can see what you can do.
Yeah,
at the
now
next
I'm down
level.
there with SEC schools and playing against those players. And so I took a trip to Iowa, Arkansas State, went to Tuskegee, went to JMU, and the last one was LSU.
Right. Ended up at JMU.
Yes.
It might have been a little, because there was a coach up there you knew?
Coach Newsom, head coach.
Yeah, that would be, because that's almost like, you know, it's like it makes you just feel at home, because there's somebody that you know and you can talk to.
Yeah.
So, all right, now you graduated. Talk about the years at JMU and how you guys did, and what positions did you play?
I graduated from junior college, so that made me eligible to go to any Division I school I wanted to go.
Right.
I talked to Coach Newsom on a visit, and you know, me and him were real close, like my second dad. And you know, he talked to me about coming to JMU, and you can be a better player here, and then you still got opportunity to go see my mom, once I was close to home.
Right.
And then he had a guy named Curtis Keaton who transferred from West Virginia to JMU, who played for the Cincinnati Bengals. Ended up talking to me to coming to JMU.
Okay.
So I went on ahead and signed and played at JMU.
And what position did you play up there?
Playing cornerback and all special teams.
Okay. So you were strictly defense, no more quarterback.
No more quarterback.
But on special teams, were you one of the guys run down to make the tackle?
Yeah.
I mean, because of your speed?
Yeah, I was on a kickoff team, punt return. I was a gunner on a kickoff team.
And explain that.
The gunner, I'm at the end of the line. I go full speed down there and try to make the tackle, but I have to keep contained so nobody comes outside. On punt team, I'm the gunner. I had no responsibility to just get down there as fast as you can and make the tackle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because a lot of people don't know what the gunner is.
Yeah.
But that's the guy that you just going as fast as you go to get down there.
The gunner could be hard when they put two defenders on you.
Well, you see that, but you do that in the pros a whole lot. And then you get your degree, and you get your degree in health and PE.
Yeah.
You could be a teacher.
Yeah.
You could be a coach. But you didn't do those things.
Nah.
You went and played arena ball.
Yeah.
Talk about a little bit about that and where you played.
Well, at first I went to the Georgia Force, played there for a few months, was switched over to Philadelphia Soul.
Okay.
Then I ended up playing for a team in Pittsburgh, then came back home and played for the Richmond team.
Okay. Because, see, a lot of people don't realize that the arena ball, that's where Kurt Warner came from.
Yeah.
I mean, he ended up being, you know, he'll be in the Hall of Fame, there's no doubt in my mind, but, you know, you got to be somewhere. And if you want to play, you're going to find some place to play.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people coming out of different states going to the NFL, and everybody can't make it to the NFL.
Right.
I don't care how good you is. Some people get overlooked. You know, things happen.
All right, so you opened up, done with football, all done. Now you open up your own business. Talk a little bit about that.
I got a landscaping business, Quillen Quality Landscaping, you know, doing houses, residential area, raking leaves, flower beds, whatever you name it.
Just making everything pretty.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a crew?
Yes, I have a crew.
Okay, and how many guys do you have working with you?
3.
3.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Now, we're going to kind of wrap this up, but this is unique because you got a son, freshman, just like his dad, played varsity as a freshman, but at Hampton High School.
Yes.
Was it hard for him to see him in the red and white instead of the green?
You know, my heart still would kick it to him,
Yeah.
but this is what he wanted to do, so I support him. He's at Hampton, Coach Smith, so it's a good situation for him.
So now he's just a freshman.
Yeah.
And he playing wideout.
Yes.
And also returns. He's a return man too, isn't he?
Yes.
Just like a little bit like his daddy.
Yeah.
All right. Talk just a little bit about what you took from football and basketball as far as time management and discipline and that thing. How has this helped you in your business?
Helps me a lot. First thing is having things organized. You got to have your team. You're the quarterback. You got to have your players organized. You got to, you know, make sure everybody's on the same path. And discipline is one of them. You got to always have discipline, whatever you do, and being on time.
And being on time.
Yeah.
I like it. Appreciate you coming by.
All right.
I want to thank you for tuning in to LSC and Sports Time. I want to thank my special guest, Jovon Quillen. I'm your host, Bob Hintz. Until next time.